This is the final slide in this section. Look at these terms. Nice teacher. Pretty important for evaluation that we're seeing in these terms. Student-teacher relationships as an eye effect size for student learning. Autonomy, supportive style. A fundamental style to help meet student psychological needs. And a core principle of learning. Creating that psychological climate that is success oriented and fun. And this is all about student perceptions, and what we can do is to try to behave in ways, use methods, engineer the environment if you like, so that students experience positive perceptions about what we're trying to do. We can talk about being enthusiastic and caring and concerning. At the end of the day, these things are many sides of the same coin, and it's all based on how the teacher actually behaves on an everyday basis with a student group. And what's really interesting is that as students interact with us, how they build up these pictures of what we're like and how they feel about the learning, the level of attention and engagement they're prepared to give, their overall development of self-efficacy. A lot of this is as much a subconscious and unconscious process as it is a conscious one. A lot of research, and I won't bore you with too much of this, but you can read up on some of it on your own, is that we possess what's called mirror neurons. And what that basically means is that as people external to us behave in certain ways, we kind of go through the same feeling. And that's why when we go to the cinema, well, I do anyway, and there's a sad film that we may cry, even though we know it's a film and the actors are being paid millions of dollars for acting, we still experience the state of the person in the movie. So essentially what this means is if we're being positive with students, we are smiling at them, we're encouraging them, it's affecting their mirror neurons, and ultimately they come round to identifying with us. It's kind of cute, isn't it? Okay, so we've looked at the various strategies already for autonomy, supporting style. Very important that these are practiced over the duration of our teaching, and the importance of creating this psychological climate that's success orientated and fun. Because if the students are feeling that they're achieving stuff, they're developing a sense of competence and mastery, and it's also likely to be beneficial to their feelings of self-efficacy, the feeling that yeah, with effort we can do this. And that's pretty much the growth mindset stuff, and we know if we make it fun, that's going to get better attention, engagement, and help building rapport. So these are the areas that we're going to work on extensively, and it's a challenging but an exciting area. Now the big point to reinforce here in this final slide is underpinning much of all of this stuff are specific interpersonal skills, which are easy to understand but often difficult to do in practice. Summary by Atty and Yates. A lot of research, and what it shows that the teacher's positive open gestures when dealing with the class, actually moving around the room, just getting nearer to students but not too near, right? Relaxed body orientation, frequent use of smiles, and that's a biggie. Direct eye contact, there's a real skill in doing this, and using a variety of friendly and encouraging vocal tones. Even our voice is highly impactful here. We know that an expressive tone of voice, short, sharp and crisp, is much more effective than a dull tone or a monotonous tone or an high-pitched tone. So think about how you use your voice in communicating with students. Obviously, especially with an individual student, because it's a more personal direct contact, but even at class level, really important. And to finish off, again a nice quote from Atty and Yates. The smile is one of the most powerful tools to use in interpersonal teaching situations. When I came to Singapore, we had the Smile campaign, and I went around doing this. If you want to know more about that, read my book on creative teaching. And to finish with, here's a smiling Dennis.